So here is actually the machine hooked up. I just ran the wire, and I do have like this 90 adapter that you can hook up the wire. Very useful, very good. Even I use it on my laser, my OMTech laser engraver CO2. So put the machine here. I have a fan that is hooked up to actually wirelessly. I can turn it on and off. And then I have the tower over here. The wire is ran all the way, just I can, because the wire is long, I can put the tower way down somewhere far away. And I have my laptop, Dell laptop here. Well, I did upgrade too, guys. I hooked up my laptop to actually a dock station, so I can hook up my laser too. If you guys know my mess, which is here is my other actual, my OMTech 50 volt, and safety first. Safety glasses for this guy here, and a safety glasses for the OMTech machine. Okay, so let's start it up and show you guys how to set it up. I'm gonna actually go to the laptop, and I'm gonna show you guys the setup to on the laptop. So just a small update on the laptop. This is my laptop I use. Is an i7 processor, Dell Latitude. I have 16 gig of RAM, SSD hard drive. And again, an i7 processor. Where I did purchase actually this guy here. It's called the dock station. It helps me because the laptop have only, basically most of the laptop have three adapters for the USB basically. And if you have more than, let's say on my Lightburn, don't mind the mess over here. I have to clean it up and organize it. I just ran a wire through and stuff like that. And this is the adapter I was talking about, guys. The 90. This, okay, that I was using down somewhere there for the laser over here I was using. So basically what is this? Is a 90, like a right angle they call it, adapter. Very strong, not a cable, an adapter. You hook it up. Let me show you what I mean. So if you can see what I do, I just hook this guy here, and then this guy goes to power supply. Okay, boom. That way, so I don't have to have a wire sticking out this direction. Back to this guy, because somebody was asking me last time, so I swear I'm going to include it in this video. Basically, it is a docking station. Usually they come in for Dell, so it's kind of good for Dell laptops. So how they works is basically you eject it, and this is, so I can take my laptop, do whatever I want, basically, and all I got to do. So it takes 3.0. Now this guy here does not work with 2.0. It works, I mean, with 3.0. It works with 2.0 for some reason. And I have, of course, 3 more here. I can plus hook up on my laptop. So I put my laptop here and just line it up, and that's it. And it clicks. And I can still use my port on a laptop. So I use my mouse. I use my other two. Mouse. I use all those 3 ports basically. One for the speakers I have here just to listen to music, one for the camera for Lightburn, and one for the laser. So I got 3 cords here. No, the laser is here, sorry. This cord goes to this guy here, and then a cord goes to a Lightburn camera, and of course this guy here. The reason I use this one, the speaker, is because so when I turn off my laptop, the speaker turn off automatically. I don't have to worry about it, because when you turn off the laptop, this whole dock station turn off, so you have no USB power turn on. Okay, so let's go back to here, and of course I have my wireless for my garage hooked up here, so it just boosts the wireless, and the power supply is for the machine. So let's start it up. Basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna have a USB that comes in with the device. So we're gonna do the installation and show you step by step. So this is the USB that came in with the device. I'm gonna hook it up to an actual computer, which is basically, I have a port over here and a bar. I'll show you here. So the computer should read something. Click on it, and we're not gonna scan it, and it should open a file. So here's the file. We're gonna go to PC, and it should have a new file, USB drive. Okay, we're gonna click on it. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me see. Here you go. So you're gonna go to Device Manager. Okay, so then under Ports, make sure the lasers are on again, and I'll show you guys how to turn on anyway. So basically this is an e-stop, so if you hit the e-stop, everything will turn off. So make sure first the e-stop is turned on, twist it, it will enable it, and then a fan will come on. Then you turn the fiber laser. This is for the head when we start engraving, but right now we're not going to turn the head on. Okay, so for programming, all you need is these guys here right now. So basically we're gonna go back in here and focus for you guys, and under port here you're gonna have something with a little bit like a question mark or something saying you need to the driver is not available or something like that. So you're gonna right click on the actual port that you just click plug in and it's not reading it, and then you go to update driver, and you're gonna select the browse from my computer, okay, and then wherever the USB, which is this guy, the one we plugged in here, it is. So I click here, and that USB drive was E, and then just click the main file and click OK and click next. Automatically it's gonna see it and it's gonna do an update. Okay, but mine is already installed. It's telling you the driver is already installed. That's the first thing you need to do. Okay, then the second thing is gonna be you're gonna go to software, and I recommend you to take this whole file, okay, and copy and paste it on your desktop. Okay, so I already have it pasted on my desktop, but I had it hitting. So I paste it on my desktop, and I right click on the file, example like this here, okay, and under profile I clicked, no, sorry, this is a network drive, that's why. Let me make a file. So I'm gonna make a file folder, and then right click on it, and here under hitting, just click that one so you can hide it, but don't do that until you do this step. So let's copy it here just to show you. So now I copied it here. I'm gonna open it, and you're gonna click on software. On the software there's an EasyCAD, okay, right click on it, and you can do a shortcut under send to. So you're gonna send to desktop, create a shortcut. So basically, so if you keep going to opening a file and click on software and click on EasyCAD to open, what you're gonna do, you're gonna right click it and basically send a shortcut of it to the desktop. Okay, here's a send shortcut to desktop basically. Okay, and then what's gonna happen, then you can do that hiding, right click and then hide a file. Okay, and just right click professional, then click on general, and let's hide. Okay, not read only hide. Click OK. The file is gonna disappear. It's gonna be somewhere in your desktop. But then if you want to unhide it for in the future, you want to go how to unhide files, you're gonna have to click on the files. So here under view, you're gonna go under here, do not show hidden files. You're gonna make show hidden files, and you click apply. Okay, okay. Now here's my desktop is gonna show all the hidden file, and here's a file called software. Okay, for Lightburn, for the EasyCAD. So here's actually, I right clicked on it, and basically I send it. What I did, I just send it to desktop. Okay, so we're just gonna go back. We're gonna leave this one here, or we're gonna just go back and again to the file under view, options, and under view again you're gonna go do not show hidden files. Okay, and it's good not to show hidden files because sometimes there is Windows files that you don't want to delete or something because they are hidden and bunch of areas. So do not delete hidden files. There's a reason for their hidden. Okay, and now we're gonna open EasyCAD 2, and you can see right now it's actually ready. If it's not ready, if it's not connected to EasyCAD, or you're having an issue with EasyCAD, or your machine is not turned on, okay? For example, we're gonna close EasyCAD, and if your machine is not turned on, let's see, you will not have anything, okay? So I turn off the machine, you won't have anything here. Sometimes you'll have a red icon here, or green telling you it's ready. So again, E-stop, twist the E-stop, and then you have to close the program to reopen it, or sometimes it does connect automatically, and then turn the laser on. And that's all you need. Parameters, there is a file with the actual software that came in. Let's open it, give me a minute. There's a file that explains to you your parameters, I believe. USB, folders, driver, software, and there's pictures. So there's pictures of an actual how your parameters should be set, okay? All you gotta do is just go step by step and just follow the pictures. Now, where is your parameters at? Gonna be, I'm gonna show you where. If you open the software is already open. You're gonna go under parameters here in the bottom, and these are some of the parameters that you need to double check, make sure. Okay, now if the machine does not work, make sure all these parameters are now. Okay, this is for the actual button, your on and off button, basically the clicker port. Okay, and then here, this guy here, if you have this guy not set to null, you will not be able to run the machine. For some reason the machine will not work. So just make sure it is clicked null. Okay, each machine is different, but just double check with the manufacturer. You can ask the guy on Amazon. These guys are amazing. The technical supports are very easy. You know, it takes about 24 hours, less than 24 hours. It just depends till they read the message and they reply to you right away. Okay, make sure explain to them everything what's going on, that you're having an issue. A video will be better, and they'll explain to you what to do right away. So let's start. Everything is set up. Let me show you an example of marking something. So we're gonna just do a text. Now this software, it is a little bit difficult than Lightburn, a lot difficult than Lightburn, but it is easy. You can learn it. The good thing is, if you're buying OMTech from OMTech, Lightburn is coming out with software for OMTech machine. It's going to be compatible with different machines, but not after like 6 months of release. So OMTech users, I believe, will have the first glimpse of that software. But again, Lightburn has been working with OMTech and a bunch of companies to make the Lightburn version, which is going to be way easier than the software. For example, if I want to make a text, okay, and then I have to write down here in the bottom, let's say I'm just gonna say just WY, just my initial, for example, and then I'm gonna have to click apply. It will not, what I do, it will not change this guy, and it's gonna go back again. So I gotta go WY every time and click apply. Okay, now it changed it. Now this is just lying. So if I go ahead right now and just engrave it, it's gonna be lying. I can make it in as center as possible. I can just click this guy here and it will make it automatically centered. A little bit difficult than an actual Lightburn, but hey, it is what it is. This is the software we have to use right now. So let me show you. I'm gonna turn now the laser head. Okay, so we're gonna click the laser head on. Now the laser head should be on, and we're gonna try to do basically put this guy next to a laser head. Now, just to let you know, I made basically a stick, a focus stick, but I'm not using it honestly because the laser comes in. Let me show you what comes in with. It comes in with a little button in the top. Okay, this is for a laser. You click on it once, okay, and the laser will enable. And then the idea of it is very actually working very good for me. I didn't have to adjust anything or nothing. It's already from a manufacturer. So if I go down, there's this handle that is I'm going up and down with. You see it? I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me see. Is this handle here that you turn? So I go up and down with this handle. So when it's two, you can see two lasers. They're far away from each other. That means the machine is not focused. It's not on focus. So what we need to do, we need to make it on focus. Basically, instead of, you know, if you're using CO2, you have a stick or a little block that use these. They have a laser, one here and one on the other side. So two lasers, okay, sticking out basically, and they meet to a point. That is the focus point. So we're gonna turn the machine down until those two lasers get close to each other, or turn it up. Now we're going up. You can see they're getting focused. Basically, when those two dots hit each other, become one dot, that means you're on focus. So let's see. Remember, always wear your glasses because I'm recording, so I cannot put the glasses here. So we're gonna, just as it is, we're gonna click mark. That's it. That was it. That was how quick it was. We're gonna turn off this guy, and just to show you how quick this got. See? But because it's lying, it's not full. So maybe I'm underdoing it. Let me see if I can take the phone and just zoom in better for you guys. It is just lying, nothing else showing up. Okay, in their perfect cut line, by the way. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill it up. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do a fill. Okay, and in this laser here, the fill is called hash. Okay, so not like light burn, everybody used to click fill. It's gonna be a hash. So hash is gonna be an H over here. First you need to select the item, which is the one we want to hash, and we're gonna click here, or you can click on the bottom, on the right left hand bottom here. Probably just gonna, same thing, it will pop out. Now you have a bunch of options on hash. There is, you can have the laser go this way. You click on it, it can be, you know, doing one of these styles. It can start here, it goes back, it will not run, it will start again here, back and forth. Same thing as the laser, how it moves back and forth. Or you can just do fill, skip, fill, skip. There's a bunch of options you can do on the hash. Okay, I like to use this guy, and don't change nothing here. Now here, that's line per space. Same thing, it is basically line per inch on your CO2, let's say, or DPI, I want to say, or something like that. The smaller this guy is, the smaller your line next to each other are. Okay, the highest, you know, the highest the line are. So if I want, usually I do 0.50, 0.05. Now if you do 0.002, now your line will be smaller. Then if you change the angle, we can make black. We'll see. I'll show you some stuff, some little tricks in here just quickly. Okay, let's do this. So now as it is, you can see is one angle 0. So basically we're just going straight. Okay, and then here is the color you're gonna choose. Okay, so the power, so we're gonna control the power. So we're gonna click on this guy 0 and click OK. Now you can see now is solid. My initial is solid. Then we're gonna go to here on the right hand side, and we're gonna use the speed. Now with the fiber optic, there is hertz and frequency basically, so that a little bit different. We'll talk about it in probably different videos, but let's say we'll choose a speed 1500 millimeter per second, and I'll reduce the power even. I don't need that much power. We'll do like 80% power. Okay, and I'll change my hertz to 20. Okay, now frequency, every time, basically, if let's say you're burning something, okay, and it's gonna be like circles, it's gonna be somewhere here. That's your frequency. So at 20, my circles are far away from each other. If I go, let's say, to 90, or 69, see the circles more close to each other. but the problem is going to be, okay, is going to be basically less power. If you're next to each other, you have less power frequency. This will be okay if you're like, you play with this if you're doing stainless steel, because you can burn colors, different like shape of color, like oranges to blues and stuff like that. But right now it's just nothing. 20-25 is okay, okay, for aluminum. Power 30, and we're gonna click, you know, we're gonna click mark. We can click mark, or we can click red. Basically it is to mark how the area is gonna look. Now you have two options. When you're marking it, not marking, just looking at the view of the area, it is red with here, show the actual item, how it look like. If you show this, click on here, and if you don't click on it, it's gonna show you a box around it, okay? So let me show you what I mean. So for example, I'm gonna move this aluminum just part a little bit here, and I'm gonna click just red, so you can see. Now it's just showing basically how the name gonna look like. Now, sometimes it's good to show how the name look like. Sometimes you do want to just show square, because if the name is big, sometimes it will not read, especially if you have stuff like that here. You want to make sure you don't go over this edge, okay? So you want to do a square. So all you gotta do, if you remember, I click on that show button, which is this one. This one here. If I unselect it, okay, now it's gonna just give me a square around this object here. It's not gonna show me how the object is gonna look like. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. So I click mark, red. See, it's just a box. If I click stop and then show again, click on that show button, it's gonna show something like this. So that's the difference between actually showing it or not. Now I have two options. Let me show you what I mean. Sorry, I keep moving this guy here. I need to do it better. I got two options. I can click mark, or I can click this button here, okay? That's the foot pedal, basically, they call it. So I can click it and to mark right away, or I can just click here. Sometimes it will be easier, but you got to be careful. It'd be easier just to click this guy, but you got to be careful. Put it in a place that you're not going to be working next to your area, and then by mistake you click it and you ruin something. So we're just gonna click and show you how fast. I'm gonna back up a little bit and just show you how fast it is when I click on the mark, okay? Set it up. Okay, you're gonna click mark. That's it, it's done. It already marked it, but probably because my power, let me check my focus is perfect, and just a little bit more. Let's see. That's it. That's how fast it was. Maybe I can increase my power. I do 50 and click apply. Always you gotta click apply when you do something on the computer. And let's screen out. See how fast was that? And you can just overdo it and over. Now it is kind of whitish, but I can just wipe it off and that's it. Now I'm going to show you, if you want to do mark, let's say black on aluminum, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here, okay, and I'm going to play with the hertz, okay? With the hash mark. Now I'm going to change the angle. I'm going to do 45 with less line per space, okay? 0, 2, okay? So now it's going to be closer to each other. It's going to burn. It's going to make it blackish, okay? And then I'm going to enable the second hash, which is now, so one time it's basically is going to go, let's say this direction, and then the next one is going to go this direction. So I want to do that direction now. So I'm going to go hash number 2. I'm going to enable it, and I'm going to do 45 minus. So it's going to start one here and one here. And then I'm going to make that line the same, 0, 0, 2. Click OK. And then click apply. And if I click mark, it's going to do basically 2 movement. Okay, so let's see how it's going to look like. So here's one. We're gonna move this die. I can move it from the computer too, but no, I want to do it this way. We're gonna look at it. It's here. I can move my spot next to it to be exactly underneath it. Okay, so we're marking it. Then we're gonna click mark. You can see it's doing like in 45-degree angle. It's not doing it straight like the other one was fast. And of course this guy is gonna be slower because your lines are close to each other. It's gonna W, then it's gonna go back on this direction. See, now it's going in that direction. So the first one was 45 degrees and now is minus 45. And you can tell basically the marking is a little bit darker than the actual first one. I'll wipe them off with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and show you guys. Okay, and then rubbing alcohol, and here is the marking. Basically, one is clean white and one is blackish, dark or brownish, stuff like that. Okay, you can do a lot of good things in this machine, guys. You know, there's like wonderful stuff so far. There's nothing I can say about this machine that is negative. Okay, it is for steel and aluminum. You can make pictures. I've been practicing doing stuff with it. I will have more videos, but this is for now. You can be marking your tools, you know, a bunch of stuff. So here's some of my tools that I marked. I'm going to show you guys, you know, my initial, so basically my wrenches, and I'm not sure you can see this. So here's the marking. I choose the black on the stainless steel just to show. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. Okay, you can get perfect marking on any kind of tool. Basically, I tried. You know, you can get marking. You know, I even tried hammer. Okay, marking my initial on the hammer that I have. You know, a bunch of stuff. My sets. Okay. Just so if you lose them or something, or somebody snatch them, at least you know they're yours. Now, and any kind of tools, any style tools, how small they are, how big they are. I did practice basically just engraving on the tools. My initial, that way, so I know they're mine. If one day I lost them or I forget them by somebody, I was doing something. So I hope you like this. Leave a comment below if you need any help or something. I'm gonna try maybe make some more different videos of making stuff and post how to do stuff. Okay, I hope this was not long, guys. I apologize. Probably it is a long video, but I was just trying to show you some of the example, and then we'll go from there. Thank you very much.